Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin with a question. Are you living the life you dreamed of, or are you settling for average? Because today I want to share 5 steps that can take you from where you are ordinary, stuck, or just getting by to a life of abundance, a life of fortune. The journey to greatness begins with a hard truth. If you're not where you want to be, it's no one's fault but your own. The good news, you have the power to change. Take ownership of your actions, your decisions, and your habits. Stop blaming the government, the economy, or your boss. The moment you decide to take full responsibility, your life begins to transform. A fortune doesn't happen by accident. You must know exactly what you want and why you want it. Write it down. Create a picture so clear it pulls you forward even when the path gets rough. A man without a vision is like a ship without a rudder, lost, drifting. But with a vision, you gain focus, direction, and momentum. Success is simple, but it's not easy. It's about doing the right things consistently over time. Read the books. Study the skills, practice the disciplines that lead to results. They don't overlook the basics: showing up on time, following through, being reliable. These small actions compound into greatness. No one builds a fortune alone. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to grow. The people in your life are like mirrors. They reflect your values, your habits, and your standards. Choose wisely, because your network can either lift you higher or hold you back. Here's the reality: life will test you. Challenges will come, failures will happen, and doubt will creep in. But the secret to going from average to fortune lies in persistence. When you're knocked down, get back up. When the odds seem impossible, push harder. Relentlessness is what separates the successful from the rest. Success begins in the mind. Before you can achieve anything significant, you must first believe it is possible. This isn't just positive thinking, it's the foundation of transformation. The greatest limitations you face are not external. They are the invisible chains of doubt, fear, and old habits. If you believe you're destined to remain average, you'll unconsciously sabotage every opportunity to rise above. But when you shift your mindset, when you decide that you are worthy of success, when you embrace the idea that fortune is within your reach, everything changes. It's about replacing excuses with action. It's about seeing challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones. Every successful person you admire started with the same doubts, the same fears, and the same uncertainties. The difference: they made a decision to think differently, to act differently, and to never settle for less than they could be. Your mind is the control tower of your destiny. Guard it fiercely. Feed it with ideas that expand your vision, not limit it. Choose thoughts that empower you, not ones that keep you small. Your mindset determines your attitude, and your attitude determines your altitude. Stop asking, why me? Start asking, why not me? Stop looking at what you lack and start focusing on the resources and strengths you already have. Fortune doesn't favor those who wait for perfect circumstances. It favors those who are willing to change their perspective and take action, no matter what. Remember, your thoughts are seeds. Plant thoughts of greatness, abundance, and opportunity, and watch your life bloom into something extraordinary. Shift your mindset, and you will shift your world. The turning point in your life comes the moment you take ownership, full, unapologetic ownership. It means looking at every part of your life and saying, this is on me, not with shame, not with guilt, but with power. Because when you take responsibility, you reclaim control. Blaming others is easy. It feels comfortable to point to circumstances, the economy, your upbringing, or even luck. But every time you shift the blame, you surrender a piece of your power. You hand over control to forces outside of yourself, and you remain stuck in the same cycle. Taking ownership means breaking that cycle. It means standing tall and saying, no matter how I got here, I will decide where I go from here. It's not about perfection, it's about accountability. If your finances aren't where you want them to be, own it. If your health isn't what it could be, own it. If your relationships are strained, own it. Because until you do, you cannot change it. Ownership is not a burden, it's a gift. It's the moment you stop waiting for someone to rescue you and realize you are your own rescuer. Taking ownership also means owning your potential. It's recognizing that you have untapped abilities, unrealized strengths, and endless opportunities waiting for you. But they will only be unlocked when you stop waiting for permission and start acting with purpose. The power of ownership is transformative. It's the bridge between average and extraordinary. The moment you own your life, your choices, your actions, your results is the moment you step into your true power. This is where the journey begins. This is where greatness is forged. Take ownership and take the reins of your destiny. The greatest investment you will ever make is in yourself, not in stocks, not in real estate, not in fleeting trends, but in the one asset that determines everything else. When you invest in yourself, you are saying, I am worth it. You're declaring that your growth, your knowledge, your skills, and your mindset are priorities. Because the truth is, success is not something you chase, it is something you attract by becoming the person who can achieve it. Read the books that challenge your thinking. Learn the skills that set you apart. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to do more and be more. Every dollar you spend on your development, every minute you dedicate to learning, compounds into a future of limitless possibilities. Too many people wait for someone else to hand them opportunities, but the wise create their own. When you invest in yourself, you are planting seeds for a harvest only you can reap. It might not be instant, but every effort you make today, every discipline you build, every new piece of knowledge you gain moves you closer to the life you desire. Think about this. If you don't bet on yourself, why should anyone else? If you don't see your own potential, why would the world? Investing in yourself isn't selfish. It's the most selfless thing you can do because it allows you to show up for others as your best self. It allows you to lead, to inspire, and to give. Every great achiever you admire shares this truth. They invested in their minds and their skills and their health, and therefore the results showed up. Success is the reward for preparation, and preparation begins with you. So make the choice today. Become the person capable of achieving your dreams. Invest in yourself and watch the world open its doors to you. Success is not found in complexity. It's built on mastering the basics. The foundation of greatness isn't in secret strategies or advanced techniques. It lies in simple, fundamental actions done consistently over time. Yet so many overlook this truth, searching for shortcuts while ignoring the power of the basics. Mastering the basics means showing up every day with discipline and focus. It's about committing to the small, often unglamorous tasks that move you forward. It's practicing the skills, refining the habits, and doing the work that others overlook because it seems too simple. But here's the truth. Simplicity is the gateway to mastery. Think about it. Professional athletes, no matter how skilled, still practice the fundamentals. They don't skip the basics because they've achieved greatness. They've achieved greatness because they never stop mastering the basics. The same is true in life and business. Success is built on principles that are timeless and universal. Show up on time, follow through on promises, focus on quality, and give your best effort. The basics are where momentum begins. They're the foundation that supports everything else. If you try to build without a strong foundation, everything collapses. But when you take the time to master the fundamentals, you create stability and strength. Mastering the basics is also about consistency. Anyone can do something well once or twice, but real success comes from doing it well over and over again. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's not about what you do occasionally, it's about what you do consistently. Don't underestimate the power of small, repeated actions. Small actions compound into extraordinary results. By mastering the basics, you prepare yourself for bigger opportunities. By mastering the basics, you build habits that lead to excellence. And by mastering the basics, you lay the groundwork for a future of limitless potential. Who you spend your time with will shape your destiny. The people you associate with are a mirror reflecting your values, your standards, and your potential. If you surround yourself with mediocrity, you'll settle for less than you're capable of. But when you choose to associate with excellence, you elevate everything about your life. Excellence is contagious. When you're around people who aim higher, think bigger, and push harder, it ignites something within you. Their energy, their drive, and their mindset become the fuel that propels you forward. They challenge you to grow, to rise above your comfort zone, and to see possibilities you might have overlooked. Look at your circle and ask yourself, are these people lifting me up or holding me back? Are they inspiring me to dream bigger, or are they keeping me in the same place? It's not about abandoning people. It's about aligning with those who are on the same journey toward growth and success. The truth is, excellence doesn't tolerate complacency. When you associate with people who demand the best from themselves, it forces you to demand the best from yourself. It creates a standard where average is no longer acceptable. You begin to think differently, act differently, and strive for more because you see what's possible and when excellence becomes your environment. Excellence also teaches you humility and the importance of learning. When you're around those who are ahead of you, it inspires you to absorb their wisdom, emulate their habits, and embrace their discipline. These relationships become a source of mentorship, encouragement, and accountability. Your environment shapes your future. Choose it wisely. Surround yourself with those who lift you higher, who challenge you to reach your potential, and who remind you of the greatness within you. Associate with excellence and watch how quickly your life transforms. If you don't know where you're going, you'll drift aimlessly, settling for whatever life hands you. A clear vision is the foundation of all success. It's the guiding star that keeps you focused and motivated, even when the journey gets tough. Without vision, you're like a ship without a rudder moving, but with no direction, no purpose, no destination. A vision is more than a wish. It's a vivid picture of what your life could be. It's specific, it's powerful, and it's alive in your mind. When you have a clear vision, you don't just see the future, you feel it. You taste it, you hear it, you live it before it becomes reality. It's that clarity that fuels your determination and sharpens your focus. Your vision should excite you and scare you at the same time. If it doesn't, it's not big enough. It must pull you forward, even when you're tired, even when you're unsure, even when others doubt you. A clear vision doesn't depend on your current circumstances. It depends on the possibilities you're willing to believe in. Creating a vision means being honest with yourself. What do you truly want? Not what others expect of you, not what seems realistic, but what sets your soul on fire. Write it down. Describe it in detail. See it in your mind's eye every single day. Let it guide your decisions, your actions, and your habits. A vision is not static. It evolves as you grow. But the clearer it is, the stronger your path becomes. It gives you focus when distractions arise. It gives you strength when challenges come. It reminds you why you started and why you must keep going. The world makes way for those who know where they're going. Create a clear vision, commit to it, and let it become the force that drives you to live the life you were meant to live. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the quiet force that transforms dreams into reality, potential into achievement, and effort into success. Without discipline, even the best intentions crumble under the weight of distractions and excuses. To embrace discipline is to embrace the truth that success is earned, not given. It's doing what needs to be done, not just when it's convenient, but every single day. It's showing up, putting in the work, and following through, even when motivation fades and the path feels uncertain. Discipline isn't about punishment, it's about freedom. It's the freedom to live life on your terms because you've built the habits and character to sustain success. It's the ability to say no to the things that don't serve your vision and yes to the actions that move you closer to your goals. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. But discipline isn't easy, it requires sacrifice. It means choosing growth over comfort, focus over distraction, and long-term gain over short-term gratification. It's the willingness to endure the temporary discomfort of effort for the lasting reward of achievement. Understand this, discipline is not something you're born with. It's something you develop. It's a muscle, and every time you choose to act with discipline, you strengthen it. Each small discipline choice builds momentum, and before long, discipline becomes a way of life, a part of who you are. The disciplined person doesn't rely on perfect conditions to take action. They don't wait for motivation or inspiration. They act regardless of how they feel because they know that consistency is the secret to mastery. To embrace discipline is to embrace your power. It's the key to unlocking everything you've ever wanted. Commit to it, nurture it, and let it guide you toward the extraordinary life you are capable of creating. Opportunities are all around you. They're in every conversation, every challenge, every strategy, every idea, and every connection. But the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is the ability to recognize and seize them. To leverage opportunities is to take what others overlook and turn it into something extraordinary. Opportunities rarely come wrapped in perfection. They often show up as problems, risks, or hard work. But hidden within them is the potential for growth, success, and transformation. You must train yourself to see what others cannot see beyond the surface. To see potential where others see difficulty. And to act when others hesitate. Leverage is about maximizing what you have. It's about taking the resources, skills, and networks you already possess and multiplying their impact. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or having every tool in place. It's about using what's in your hand right now. Even the smallest opportunity, when leveraged correctly, can open doors you never imagined. But opportunities don't wait, they reward action. They favor those who are prepared, who move quickly, and who refuse to let fear hold them back. To leverage opportunities, you must be willing to take calculated risks, to step into the unknown, and to trust in your ability to adapt and learn along the way. Understand this, the opportunities you act on today shape the life you will live tomorrow. Every moment you delay is a moment lost. To leverage an opportunity is to honor the possibilities it holds. It's to take something small and build it into something meaningful. Life will not hand you success, but it will offer you countless chances to create it. Your job is to see them, to seize them, and to leverage them with everything you've got. Because the future belongs to those who don't wait for opportunities, they create them. Obstacles are not the end of the road, they are the stepping stones to success. Every challenge you face is an opportunity in disguise, waiting for you to unlock its potential. While most see barriers as reasons to stop, those who achieve greatness understand that obstacles are the very catalyst for growth, innovation, and transformation. When life presents a challenge, it is not punishing you, it is preparing you. Obstacles test your resolve, sharpen your skills, and build your resilience. They force you to think differently, to dig deeper, and to rise stronger than you were before. Without obstacles, there would be no reason to grow, no reason to improve, and no chance to prove to yourself what you are truly capable of. The key to turning obstacles into opportunities lies in your perspective. Challenges are not problems to fear, but puzzles to solve. When you shift your mindset from frustration to curiosity, you begin to see the hidden lessons and possibilities within each difficulty. You understand this, obstacles are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Every time you push through a challenge, You expand your capacity. You grow stronger. You develop the resilience and fortitude required to handle even greater challenges down the road. And with every obstacle you overcome, the next one becomes easier to face. But persistence doesn't mean you simply keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. It means being smart, being resourceful, and adjusting when necessary. It means learning from your mistakes, staying flexible in your approach, and continuing to move forward no matter how many setbacks you face. The difference between success and failure is the ability to persist through the obstacles. The most successful people are not the ones who have faced no hardships. They are the ones who kept going when the odds were stacked against them. They embraced the discomfort, the difficulty, and the struggle because they knew that the greatest achievements come not from avoiding obstacles, but from overcoming them. So, when life knocks you down, don't stay down, get up. Persist. Keep moving forward, and you will find that every obstacle is simply a stepping stone on your path to greatness. To multiply your efforts is to understand that your greatest resource is not time or money, it's your ability to create momentum. Success doesn't come from doing more of the same. It comes from doing less of the wrong things and more of the right things consistently and intelligently. When you multiply your efforts, you stop relying on brute force alone. You stop exhausting yourself with endless tasks that lead nowhere. Instead, you find ways to work smarter. You leverage your skills, your time, and your resources to produce results far beyond what you could achieve through individual effort. It's about creating systems that work for you, not against you. It's about building habits that compound your results. Every action, no matter how small, leads to exponential growth when it's aligned with your vision and purpose. When you're intentional with your time and energy, you can achieve more in a week than most people achieve in a month. But to multiply your efforts requires strategic thinking. It requires understanding that success isn't just about hard work. It's about focus, efficiency, and effectiveness. It's about finding ways to streamline your actions and eliminate the distractions that waste your time. When you learn to multiply your efforts, you begin to see opportunities to leverage your existing work, your network, and your skills in ways you never imagined. The power of multiplying your efforts lies in collaboration. No great success was achieved in isolation. And the most successful people know how to work with others, how to build teams, how to form partnerships, and how to inspire those around them to give their best. When you create win-win situations, you create a multiplier effect. Your success is no longer limited to just your own actions, but it ripples through the people you influence, the teams you build, and the connections you create. Don't settle for doing everything yourself. Learn to leverage the strengths of others. Learn to scale your efforts, to create systems, to delegate, and to collaborate. Because when you multiply your efforts, you don't just reach your goals, you exceed them in ways you never thought possible. The difference between success and extraordinary success is the ability to multiply your efforts, to take everything you're doing and expand it, magnify it, and magnify it again. This is where true greatness lies, when your efforts no longer just meet the standard, but exceed it time and time again. Ladies and gentlemen, the difference between average and fortune is not talent. It's not luck. It's a series of choices, actions, and attitudes you adopt every single day. The question is, will you step up? Will you commit to these 5 steps and change the trajectory of your life? Because your fortune is waiting. It's up to you to claim it. Thank you.